Hello, welcome to your video tutorial on how to use the TI-89 Titanium. So we'll just get right into it. There's a lot of great things about this calculator and you gotta know how to use them. The first thing you might find yourself is if the screen is super dark, such as this when you put new batteries in. So you're gonna hit this the green triangle, and then you're gonna use your plus or minus button, and you're gonna hit them, and it's going to change the brightness. So you can put the brightness at whatever power level you want. Next thing you're going to want to know is to go to mode, and mode is going to have your graph will always want to be on function, your angle will always want to be on radian, keep your float to the standard one there. One thing you might want to do is do split screen, and split screen is when you can have a graph and a table or your work on the same screen. I don't like it at all, so I never do that, but I have known students that have really thought that that was the greatest thing ever. So I wanted you to know about that. Next thing is if you have a fraction, let's say we have 4 divided by 5, I can enter and it says 4 over 5. I want a decimal. Okay, so to do a decimal, if there's a decimal in the question, so I can just add a decimal place to it, then it will give me a decimal. Or if I don't add a decimal, I can just hit the green arrow button, green square, and then it will give me the decimal. Now be careful though, if I go 4 plus 2, let me clear that, 4 plus 2, and then I want to divide it by 8. Oh, 3 over 4. Let me go and hit the green button and change it to a decimal. And it will tell you it's doing the answer divided by 8 again. So if I don't have the entire thing in here and I hit the green triangle to go, or the green square to get it to go to the decimal, then it will redo the math. So make sure you don't fall into that mistake. Another thing that you'll need to do, and you probably have figured this out, is if I want to cube something, I need to use the caret button. So hit the caret button, and then I can do cubed or squared or whatever. There is no button to do square as you had with the TI-84. Another thing, if I want to do a square root, I have the square root button, but if I want to do another root, I would need to use the parentheses and type in 1/3 to get the cube root. There's no cube root button. Your calculator has a variety of amazing features, and you can find all of these by going to the catalog button. And you can scroll and see everything you can do. All this is so great. If I know I want to get to like factor, I can hit this green button here, and I can hit it and go up, and it goes much faster. Same thing with the second. I can go and I can just skip instead of going through. So let's say I want to get to factor. So I'm going to go super fast, get to factor. Okay, so before I hit enter, I can see down here, this is how you need to use the factor button. You need to have your expression, a comma, and then your variable. So if you are wanting to learn something new that we haven't done, go to catalog and it can tell you how to set the problem up. So once I'm in catalog or whatever, I want to get away, go back to my screen, I can hit home, the home button, and it will always take me back to this screen with my F1, F2, F3. So one thing you'll probably want to do is investigate F2, where you can solve, factor, expand, zeros, etc. So solving, I could go, okay, I'm going to do 4x equals 4. Oh no, it says too few arguments. Oh, I must have done something wrong. Let me go to the catalog and I can see. And if I did that, I would know that I need to put a comma and the variable that I want to solve for. So that solving, factoring, zeros, that's all stuff you'll probably want to use all the time. Graphing. So to get to the graph, the y equals, you have to hit the green square, and then you're going to see all the tabs up here, y equals. So I can do, x squared. It's beautiful. And then I hit the green button and go to table, or go to graph. And I can see my beautiful graph. Oh, the window's all crazy. Let me go to zoom. So zoom, F2. Let me just go to zoom standard. Okay, there we go. I want to find out table values. So I can go to table. And here I have a bunch of values, and right now my table's in ask. So if I want to change the table feature, hit the green button, go to table set, and I can change this to auto or ask. So if it's on auto, then it'll always generate the numbers. And then I can go back to table set, and I can say where I want it to start. Here's at 7. I might want to start at 120 because that's where I'm working. And I might want to change the table, the change of by 0.1 or by 10. So if I do that, I have to hit enter to make it apply. Then I can see that my table is starting at 120, going to 0.1, and here are all my great values. Other things that you might want, going back to the home button here, I've got all this stuff, all this work. I'm going to go to second F1, and I'm going to do new problem. Hit enter, and everything's gone. So I've cleared everything, and that will also clear all the variables, which I'm going to teach you guys how to do now. So let's say I want to do, I'm going to use the number, 58.56, and I want to use that all the time, numerous times. I can get down here to the STO arrow, hit that, that'll make a arrow, and then I can declare it to be one of the variables. Don't declare it as X or Y, because you use those quite a bit. I might declare it as Z. Z, done. So now whenever I hit Z, it'll bring up the variable. So, and if I want to change the Z, I can just go to 45 stow Z, enter. Okay, now Z is 45. So that will save you a lot of time if you're having to enter values in or out of an equation. And then the last thing is you can evaluate an expression. We all have those. It's like x to the 5th power minus 4x to the 4th power plus 75x minus 46. And what is that when x equals 2? 5 and then 16. I don't want to have to enter in 2, 5, and 16 all the time. So what I can do is I can hit this vertical bar right here, and that will put a line there. I hit x equals, I put a plus sign in there, x equals, and then I can do my 2, enter, gives me the number, then I can do my 5, gives me the number, and then whatever else. So this will save you a lot of time on entering in numbers when you substitute values in. So hopefully you found this video very beneficial, and you're enjoying the TI-89 in all of its amazing beauty.